Hello! Hi everyone. Um, just jumping in here without having this planned again. Sometimes this happens, sometimes I get a chance to have some time where my son is involved in something else and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna jump in and talk to my group a little bit. So that's how that happens during the day, because most of the time I'm with him or he's like needing my attention. So this is why I wanted to talk to you about your guardian angels, right? So I've talked a lot about calling the angels when I do my meditations and when I work in everything. Hi, Tracy. I always call in the archangels: Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, and Ariel. But I wanted to talk to you today about your guardian angels, because we all have them, right? And these are the angels that have been with you and will be with you for the entire existence of your soul. So this is from the moment of, inception. Hi, Tracy, again. Thank you. To the time that we just, cease to exist, whenever that is. And they are the ones who know us the best because they've been with us forever, right? They've been with us since for all of our lives, right? And I'm not talking about all of our life, this life that you know of, but all of our past lives when we have reincarnated and come back. So we have assigned the same guardian angel throughout our soul's existence. And what does that mean? It means that they really know us very, very well. It's kind of like your parents, right? So your parents in this lifetime, they probably know you very, very well until you become an adult and they don't know you anymore. But our guardian angels are with us forever, and so they know all of our past lives. They know all of our struggles. They know all of our reasons and different lessons that we have chosen to come down here to learn. And so they are the first ones that can help us, and we tend to forget about them, right? And then that includes me, right? So we tend to forget about our guardian angels. And a lot of times it's because we just think of guardian angel and we don't have like a name, or we don't have like a specific something to visualize or to make that connection. And as humans, we need that connection. We need a visual. We need like a name. We need something that we can make the connection. So when you say guardian angel, you're like, guardian angel, okay, it's my guardian angel, but it's kind of like different than when you say, oh, Archangel Michael, and then you've seen pictures that different artists have depicted Archangel Michael in different works of art and in books or descriptions in the Bible or in different books that you may have read anything about. So you have more of an idea. But remember that all of these ideas of pictures or written things about these archangels are written from the perspective of another human. So really, it is their perspective that they're putting into words or into pictures for you to be able to see them and to read about them. And then you take that text and you imagine it in your own head, and then you can visualize them, right? So this is also why a lot of times when we're calling on our archangel, we see them differently, right? So for example, I may see Archangel Michael as being covered in a blue and white light. Some people see him in different colors, right? And that's because it's our own perception, is how we see them, right? But our personal guardian angels is just ours. They're just with us all the time. And so we don't have that point of reference. And so they're kind of like, they're always there and they're always waiting for you to ask for help, right? Your guardian angel is just like waiting around, crossing their arms and just watching you and seeing you, calling on other archangels or God or beings of light or whomever it is that you use and that you believe in. They're just standing around watching you, but they're the ones who know you the most. They're the ones who are like right there for you, and they have the closest information that pertains to you. So they can help you with anything that you want, right? So they can help you in if you're having trouble with something, if you just need to believe in something, if you need answers to something, anything that you want, that you need help with, they can help you with. And they're there waiting just for you, right? So they're your personal angel. to help you. And it doesn't mean that they know any less or that they can do less things, because a lot of times we think of archangels as being superior, and you're thinking, well, maybe my angel is not as good or it's not as powerful or anything like that. Those are all human labels. So we humans are the only ones that compartmentalize things, people's beings, into one being better than the other, one being more powerful than the other, one being able to do more than the other. That's just our own physical three-dimensional reality that we tend to do, right? We tend to compartmentalize everything, right? Men against women, or versus women, or different than, right? Bad and good, all of these things, right? Everything is just different and separated. But when you are working in the higher realms, in the high frequency, that doesn't exist. Everything is even. We're all the same. We're all divine beings. We're all made from love. We all have the same abilities. We are unique in our own journeys that we're choosing to experience here on this world, and we all have our own unique gifts. We all can help people differently with our own medicine, but not one is better than the other, right? It's like saying, let's say a doctor is a better profession to have than a construction worker, right? And in the higher realms, they're all the same because they're both just as important. They all have their own specific, beautiful medicine that they can do, that they can give, that they can contribute, but we all need them all the same. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making this clear. So when it comes to asking for help from your angels, your guardian angels is the first one that you can call on, because they're the closest to you and they're always with you, watching you through every single lifetime, through every single up and down, through every single lesson that you have chosen to come here to learn, right? Oh, okay, great. Thank you, Tracy. That's saying that makes sense. Sometimes when I'm talking, like I forget exactly what I'm saying, and I'm like, did I make just sense with that? So thank you for that confirmation. So yeah, that's the angel that's like readily there for you. And here's the difference between your guardian angel and the other angels, the archangels or the angels of light or the angels of love or whatever other angels that you know of and you have used before in your meditations or when you're asking for help or aid. The difference is that your guardian angel, it's yours and yours only. So they are assigned to your soul, and that's it. Whereas all the other angels, anyone can access them, right? So I can call on Archangel Michael, you can call on Archangel Michael, everybody. Hi, Patty. Everybody can call on Archangel Michael, right? And we can all call them at the same time because they can be in different places at the same time, simultaneously, right? Your guardian angel is there for you and for you only. So that is a huge difference in terms of getting help from your angels, because that angel is just there waiting. And if he or she or it or whatever pronoun you want to use is not helping you at the moment, then they're just sitting around watching you. They're just sitting or standing or whatever it is, floating, flying, whatever, right? They're just there. They're not helping anyone else because they're only assigned to you, right? So use them. Use your guardian angel as your first one that you want to ask for that help, right? Please help me, guardian angel. And if you need more of one-on-one, if you need to see more of a visual in your mind, in your head, or kind of like know more about them so that you can have that connection, then ask them. Ask them, can you show me something? Can you give me a sign or give me a name or give me a visual of something that I can look at and know that it is you? Something that I can make that connection as a human being in this body, because I'm having a hard time connecting with you because I just don't have a point of reference. So ask. Right? Just ask. And that's all you need to do. Once you ask, they help you, right? So it's like they're always there, always waiting, and they cannot help you unless you ask. Why is that? Why won't they help you unless you ask, right? So it's because you're here on this earth to learn a lesson. And so as we are living in our bodies, learning our lessons and going out through our day, if something happens and you're having trouble and you don't ask for help, your guardian angel is just thinking like, okay, you can do it. And it's just rooting for you. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, okay. So I have this visual, right? So my son, he's taking swimming lessons. And last week, the instructor showed him how to go underwater to pick up an item from the water. And then kind of like do that little, I don't know what you call that, when you're kind of like floating by just moving your arms and your legs, but not actually swimming, and you're, just like in one spot. So he's always been afraid of that. And last week he made a friend and he was playing, and he went to the deep end of the pool, which is only like 3.5 feet, but deep for him. And I was outside of the pool because he was late, so I was trying to get dry, and I was watching him, the whole time. And I saw him, he let go of the side of the pool and he started doing that thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, he let go of the pool and he's on the deep end and he's floating. Oh my gosh. And like, I'm freaking out as a parent, right? I'm like freaking out, like, oh my gosh. And then like he's doing the thing, and then he goes, help. And of course, because I was watching the whole time, I was like right there, and I just grabbed his hand and I pulled him, and he was fine. And then there was a parent in the pool and somebody else that was right next to the pool, and they both kind of like were much slower to react to him because obviously they were not paying attention to him like I was, because that's my child. So I was able to grab him. But that's the thing, right? I was watching him like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. He's doing this on his own. And he's, I was like excited for him. At the same time, I was like afraid that, something's going to happen. But I was there, right? But I didn't go over there to help him or to give him a hand or to offer him anything until he said help, right? Why? Because he needed that. He needed that time and that space to try this out on his own, to try to see if he could do this without help. And if I had been in the pool, he would not have done it. He would not have tried it because he would have felt like I was right there and I was helping, and I was, very, very visible to him, right? Like very close. So it's not really like trying if I'm right there. But because I was out of the pool and I was kind of like, steps away from it, even though I was watching him, for him, he felt like he was on his own and he had the courage to try this new thing and do it on his own. And then when he started to feel afraid, that's when he called for help. And that's where I was. And I just grabbed his arm, and he never went under or anything, right? That's exactly the type of help that your angels can do for you. They're watching you. They're cheering you on. They're excited for you. They will not lend you a hand unless you call for help. Okay, same exact thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I know exactly what that happened because I was going to have this talk today. I mean, isn't that amazing how synchronicities happen? Like, wow, right? If that had not happened last week, I would not have had that experience to explain to you and make that parallel so that you're able to understand that, right? Thank you, Tracy, right? So that's exactly the same thing. And here's the other thing. Their job, your guardian angel's job, is to help you. And that is it. That is the only job they have. So when you're not asking for their help, they're literally watching you from the sides and cheering you on and being proud of you. But they're not doing anything else, and they're just so eager to help you. They're so happy. They're so excited when you finally call on them. So anything that you want, anything that you have an idea, if you're having trouble making a decision, I don't know what to do. What should I do? Like last year, right? Like I didn't know last year. Should I send my son to school? Should I not? Should I keep him at home? Should I send him? Right? So anything that you have a block as a human that you don't know what decision to make, ask your angel, right? Your personal angel, your guardian angel, right? Ask them, please help me make this decision. Show me a clear sign, right? And then they can help you with that. And they're so happy. And here's the other thing, because I have spoken about this before as well. Angels, any angels, archangels, guardian angels, any angels that you are asking for, and that goes also for any beings that you use, like the beings of light, right? Or any other galactic families like the Palladians or the Lyrians or whomever it is that you are also connected with. They are extremely happy to help you at any time that you ask for help. It's not like we as humans sometimes, especially if we have had kids and we've gone through that era where they're like very, very needy, and sometimes even though we love them and we love to help them, sometimes as adults and as humans we get overwhelmed and we're like, oh my gosh, I just need that moment, like mommy, 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 mommy. You know that feeling, right? You know that feeling of like always needing mommy. Like, I'm going to the bathroom, you have everything? Yes, okay, close the door. Mommy, hello, mommy, right? You know that feeling, you know that thing, right? And sometimes as humans, we have this feeling. I was like, oh my gosh, I just need 2 minutes just to go to the bathroom by myself. Can I just have that time, that break, right? That's a human feeling. So the angels never have that, right? So that's a huge distinction, because we as humans, because we have had these experiences of feeling overwhelmed, of needing to help somebody or having to be there all the time for someone that we really truly love, but also it can be like overwhelming at times. The angels don't have that. They're just looking at you from a place of love and compassion and happiness. They never have the feeling that we have, which is ego created, that says, I need time for myself and I just need you out, right? They don't have that overwhelming feeling. So you can call them 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times on the same day, and they're going to help you each time with the same enthusiasm, the same happiness from their heart, the same 100% giving you, non-judgmental. That's how they are all the time. So when we're feeling, because sometimes, and I've heard this from some of my clients as well, gosh, I asked, I called for help for like 10 times today and it's only like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, no, don't worry about that. They love it, okay? They are here for that purpose. That is their purpose. It's the same thing as if you don't use them, then they're just like there, right? You need to use them. It's like you have a car, right? You have 2 cars. You buy 2 cars, brand new, same exact ones. You keep one in the car, in the garage, so that it's always nice and clean. And then you drive the other one everywhere, right? Which car is going to last you the longest? Is it going to be the one that sits in the garage and that you never drive? Everyone knows if you don't drive a car, it's going to die, right? I don't care how new and how good it is. If you don't drive the car, that car's battery is going to die because it's not being used. So I'm not saying your angels are going to die, but their essence of being there to help you is there all the time, and they're just sitting there around waiting. So use them whenever you want, for anything you want. Get used to having your guardian angel next to you as your right arm for anything and everything. You can be that crazy lady or that crazy gentleman that talks to space, and you're talking to your angel. That is completely fine. If you feel comfortable with that, you can speak with them through your mind. You don't have to speak with them out loud like I'm speaking right now. You can just like think about it, because that's how you communicate with them, telepathically in your dreams, right? Obviously, you can also communicate with them verbally and loudly as if you're speaking, like I am speaking right now. But any of those ways you can communicate. You can also write to them if you're doing writing. Oh, by the way, my automatic writing class is this Saturday at 11 o'clock. If anybody wants to join, this is the time to sign up. You can only sign up to Friday by midnight for the next day. So just make sure that if you want to do that for Saturday, that you do it before midnight on Friday. And there's 2 more classes for this month for the same price. So if you want that, just let me know. What else? So yeah, call on your angels. They're there for you and for you only, right? So that is huge. It's your personal angel, your personal, whatever else you want to call it, butler, helper, mother, father in disguise, whatever it is, that is there for you personally. So use them because they're there for you. All right. Does anyone have any questions, any comments, anything else you want to add? Let me know. I really wanted to come and talk to you about the angel. Actually, I wanted to come in on Tuesday night, and then I gave in to my body. My body had been asking for sleep. I've been staying up till like 11. Then I wake up around 6:30 because that's when my son wakes up, because he goes to sleep early. And Tuesday night, I was like, okay, I don't have anything tonight. I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk about the angels in my group. And then I was just feeling like, you know what? I'm just going to use this time to rest. I'm just going to sleep. And I did. And it was awesome. So I'm glad that I'm finally getting on Thursday here to talk to you and to tell you about this, about the angels, about your personal angel that you should definitely be using more often than you have. If you are already using them and already calling on them, I'm getting really hot all of a sudden, then know that you can still do even more. You can call onto them even more for any type of help that you want. On that note, I want to announce that Dream Weaving School is starting again in September. I know it's like an open container. People can come in at any time that they are able to. But as a starting point, it's starting again second week of September. I am very excited. It is a life-changing, step-by-step program that takes you from the parts that you didn't even know you needed to do work on to the parts of like, oh, okay, I've been doing this all my life, and this is the connection, right? So it is a really eye-opening way of seeing it, of working on yourself, of being able to open yourself up and see who you truly are while having your hand held all the time. Let me know if anybody is interested in that. We can chat and we can talk about anything that you might need or any questions about that. And also, I have a new bundle which is called Birdsong, and I have not spoken about this publicly before. I sent some people some details about it, but Birdsong came out of, it was downloaded, completely downloaded. I wrote it in one time, so the difference between like thinking and using my human mind when I'm writing and having something downloaded to me is that when it's downloaded, it just flows. And when I'm thinking about it, I write and then I have to revise and think about it and like do stuff like that. So that's the difference between and everything that's downloaded is extremely powerful. So if you're interested in learning more about Birdsong, which is a much smaller and shorter package than Dream Weaving School, which by the way, I'm changing the name to Dream Weaving University because really that's how it feels. That's how I feel. It's just like school to me, just like, and I wanted to name it this at the beginning, but it just wasn't flowing. The words weren't flowing together. Dream Weaving School, Dream Weaving University. But right now I'm changing it because that's how it feels, that the people who go through it, that's the level of advancement that you are receiving, that they are opening up to. So it is really, really high and really, really life-changing when you're able to go through and look at the stuff that you needed to look at, that you didn't know you needed to look at, in order to be able to really flourish within your gifts, right? So there's a lot of work, a lot of personal self-work that goes into Dream Weaving School that really guides you and pinpoints